Okay, hi. This lesson is on finding the perimeter of a triangle, or basically any figure. To find a perimeter of a figure, you have to add up all the sides that are on the outside of the figure. For example, this side here, which I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to call it C. I'm going to call it C because if you look at here, we have a right triangle, and this is my hypotenuse. Okay. Over here, I have another right triangle, and I have a leg, so I'm going to call it A for one of the legs. Okay, so if I want to find the perimeter, I just take this side, perimeter, okay, or outside of the figure. It's just going to equal C, that length there, plus the length of the other side, which is 7, plus the length of this side here, which is 4 plus A. Okay, 4 plus A. So I need to find two things to find a perimeter. I need to find this length C, this length A. Hey, it's pretty easy to see, hopefully, that I need to use the Pythagorean theorem to find C, and I need to use the Pythagorean theorem on this side, or this triangle, to find A. So, let's get started. Let's find C. So we're going to concentrate just on this triangle. In fact, just blank this triangle out. Don't even look at it. Go over here to the smaller triangle. So here, this side is opposite my right angle, so it's the hypotenuse. So remember, I take a leg squared plus the other leg squared will equal my hypotenuse squared. So basically, okay, again, I know there's an A over here. Ignore it. Okay, ignore it. This is one triangle over here. Ignore this guy and just work on this guy right here. Okay, so A we're going to call 4 squared. The B is 6 squared. So we're adding them. And it'll equal C squared. Well, remember when you're solving equations, simplify your terms. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 times 6 is 36. Equals C squared. Add these two guys together. 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 1 is 52. Equals C squared. So remember, if I have C squared, or anything squared, and I want to get it by itself, just C, take the square root of it if it's squared. Keep your equation balanced by going to the other side and doing this. Square root. Okay. So now I want to know what C is. So C is going to approximately be, notice I wrote C over here. Well, it doesn't matter which side you write it on. You can write it over here because equality is reflexive. Okay. So let's come down here to our calculator and figure out what the square root of 52 is. And if you're a good guesser, or if you know your squares, you know that 49 is a perfect square. And the square root of 49 is 7, so it's going to be close to 7. Let me clear this, clear history. Okay, I'm going to go Control, square root, 52. It'll be close to 7. Control, and enter. And it gives me 7.211. So my answer here is 7.211. Alright. So let's move our calculator away real quickly. Oops, a daisy. Alright. So C over here, 7.221. Let's mark it on that side just so. And it's an approximate answer. It's not exactly the correct answer. So I have my C part up here, and I could fill that in if I want, but I gotta find my A part, this part right here. Again, just concentrate on this triangle right here. Ignore the one over to the left here. Ignore him. Okay, so this is a right angle, because if I have a right angle down here, it creates another right angle over here. So I want to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, I don't know this guy, So we'll leave him as a squared. This is my other leg, 6 squared. Okay, my hypotenuse is directly opposite my right angle, 7 squared. Okay, simplify. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared, 7 times 7, 49. Subtract 36, okay. We're going to get lost in this mess here, so let's clean it up a little bit. I'm going to erase some stuff. I'm going to erase this stuff right up here. Okay, we know C is approximately 7.211. We already marked it over there. Okay, I'm going to bring this up here. So a squared plus 36 equals 49. And we'll just leave it down here. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we're on our way to simplifying. So I want to get a squared by itself, so I subtract 36 to get it by itself. Okay, come over here to keep my equation balanced. So over here I have a squared. That's the only thing that's left over here. Equals 39 minus 36. 9 minus 6 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 13. These will always be positive. If they're not, then you can't take the square root of it. Okay, so now I want to get a by itself. It's a squared. Okay, remember what we have to do. We have to take the square root of this. Go over here, take the square root of this to keep it balanced. This will now become approximately equal to. Put it in my calculator. I know it's going to be greater than 3 but less than 4. So control square root and 13. Control and enter gives you 3.60555. So I write that down, come up here, click. Okay. So A is approximately 3.60555. I want to write this now. I don't want to round this one either, so just leave it like that. Let's put our calculator off to the side for right now. Okay. Now, I know what this is now, A. So I'm going to put that there. It's approximately equal to 3.60555. I'm going to erase this stuff now so we can work over here. Okay. And now I want to find my perimeter because I have all my pieces of the puzzle. I got this, this, and this. And I'm not going to use my height for the perimeter because he's on the inside. Perimeter is only on the outside of the figure. Pretend you're walking around a big triangle, okay? We're only counting the distances around. Okay, perimeter means around or outside. All right, so perimeter. We'll just use a capital P for perimeter. It's approximately equal to because we've already got some decimal answers. So C, okay, is just equal to 7.211, okay, plus 7, plus, okay, we got this part here, 3.6055, plus, and then the last plus is 4. Okay, put them in your calculator. It's nothing wrong with putting in your calculator. Don't want to waste time, especially on a quiz. Okay, most important part is you know how to do these things. It takes quite a few steps, and you're pretty good at this if you're pretty good if you can do these. So, perimeter 7.2111 plus 7 plus 3.60555 plus 4. I hit enter and I get 21. So my perimeter is approximately equal to 21.8167. Now this is my final answer. I will round to the nearest tenth, which is right there. Perimeter is approximately equal to 21.8 because if I look to the right, it's 1, which is below 5, and therefore makes it so that I cannot raise this guy to the next level of 9. There's our perimeter. Now, suppose all these were miles. Okay, well, my final answer would be in miles too. So I didn't square anything. I didn't square, multiply one side by another. I added them together. So all I did was find linear distance around, okay? So 21.8 miles, not miles squared. That's perimeter. Okay, why don't you try the next one? Alright, so here's problem number 2 coming up right here. So we're finding the perimeter of the triangle. So find your perimeter and round it to the nearest tenth. Okay, round to the nearest tenth perimeter and nearest tenth. And I'll pause and I'll let you give you a chance to work it on your own, and then you can come back and check my answer. And I'll do it real fast. Alright, perimeter. Pretty easy. Okay, I need to find this guy over here. Okay, here's my right angle. It's my hypotenuse, so I'm going to call him C. Okay, here's my hypotenuse over here on this triangle, so this is going to be a leg. I'm going to call it B. Okay, so now I got to find C and I got to find B. Okay, if I'm finding C first, I'm going to just concentrate on this triangle only. My two legs are 3 and 3. 3 squared plus 3 squared is equal to C squared. So it's going to give me 9 plus 9 equals C squared. 9 plus 9 is 18 equals C squared. Square root to get rid of this square. C is approximately equal to, bring out my calculator, I know it's going to be greater than 4 but less than 5. But I will like a good decimal answer, so control menu clear. Okay, so control square root, so 18. Control and enter. Oops. Okay, didn't get it inside, okay. And sometimes it's tricky on here. 18. Okay, control and enter. So 4.24. So this is approximately equal to 4.24264. Okay, so there's that one. And I can write it in. C is approximately equal to 4.24264. Alrighty. Then I got to come down here and find B now, so I concentrate on this triangle only. So again, Pythagorean Theorem. B is a leg plus 3, which is another leg. It's going to equal my hypotenuse squared. And I know it's going to be 4, but let's go through the process. So, hey, simplify your equation first. So B squared plus 9 equals 25. Subtract 9 to get B squared by itself equals 16. Square root, B will equal exactly 4. So I don't need my approximate symbol here. So B equals 4. Now I'm going to clean this up so we can find the perimeter now. And I don't need any of this stuff over here anymore. Okay, you should have written it down. Okay, well, I'm losing it. It's late at night. Okay, so for my perimeter, So I want to find the outside of the triangle. The outside, nothing on the inside. So my perimeter is C is 4.24264 plus 5 plus my base, oh, this side here is 4 plus 3. Alright, so pretty easy. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 4 is going to equal 15. You could put this in your calculator if you'd like. Okay, so that's our perimeter. We use a capital P here. Okay, so perimeter, okay, and this is actually approximate now, is approximately equal to 15, round to the nearest tenth. Here's my 10th spot, so it's going to be 2. And suppose these were in feet, so it would be feet, not feet squared, but just feet. Alright, so make sure you try some of these, okay? Let me show them to you, and as you go through, pause and try and solve them. And I'll show you the answers at the end, okay? So, let me erase. Erase, okay. Here's problem number 3. Okay, pause it and copy it down. Do it. And then come back and check the answer. Okay, you're back. Okay, well, let me show you what the answer is. Okay, for number 3, the answer is... Oh, okay, that's not right. Okay, because it's the area. Okay, I gotta show you these. Okay, dang. Alright, so, hey. Made a mistake. Okay, so, hey, do those problems. They're not the correct answers. These aren't the correct answers for perimeter. Let me pause this. Okay, I got confused. It's late at night. So number 3, try this. Write it down. Pause. And ask me for the answer. Okay, next problem. Okay, number 4. Try this one. Find the perimeter. Again, write your answer down. Come and check with me. Number 5. Try this one. Make sure you pause to write it down. Number 6, same thing. Round to the nearest tenth. Alright, so those are the questions. Okay, I'll quickly do them, and I'll have the answers up for you in a minute. Okay, so make sure you do these problems first. Okay, there's the answer to number 3. The perimeter is 28.7. So if you have questions on the other ones, come ask me. Make sure you copy them down correctly though, and I'll check over your work.